Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNSFANS. Let's get to the news, so Browns fans, you might want to sit down for this because what's happening right now in Cleveland is nothing short of historic. The team has just made a clear statement about its quarterback situation for the rest of 2025, and it's got everyone talking. That's right, Cleveland's coaching staff, led by head coach Kevin Stefanski, has officially announced that Shedeur Sanders is going to be the starting quarterback for the remainder of the season. And make no mistake, this isn't just a fleeting decision. This is a move that could shape the future of the franchise for years to come. Now, you may remember that Sanders' journey to this point has been quite a roller coaster. Just a few weeks ago, many fans were still debating whether Cleveland should stick with Deshaun Watson or give a new guy a shot. But after Sanders turned heads with a phenomenal performance against the Tennessee Titans, it's clear that Stefanski and the Browns see something special in the rookie. That game was a true showcase. 364 passing yards, 3 touchdowns through the air, and even a rushing score. What's really impressive is that, in that game, Sanders became only the second rookie since the NFL-AFL merger to throw for at least 350 yards and 3 passing touchdowns plus rush for a touchdown in the same game. That kind of production is rare, especially for a rookie, and it's got the Browns' faithful buzzing with hope. Shedeur's performance wasn't just about the stats. It was about the energy he brought to the field, the way he responded under pressure, and the poise he showed for a player so new to the NFL. Browns fans, you know what it's like to see promising young quarterbacks develop, and Sanders has all the tools to become a franchise guy if he keeps progressing. Kevin Stefanski's decision to give him the reins for the rest of 2025 is a bold move, but one that signals the team's belief in his potential. Now, that's not to say the Browns are abandoning Deshaun Watson entirely, but it's pretty clear that they're looking at Sanders as a key piece for the future. Looking at Sanders' stats through his first 4 games, it's clear he's still raw but incredibly promising, completing just over half of his passes at 52%, 4% for 769 yards with 5 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. He's shown enough flashes of brilliance to keep fans excited. And for the Browns, that's what matters most right now: development, growth, and building towards something bigger. Cleveland has always been about nurturing talent and turning young players into stars, and Sanders seems to be on that trajectory. Now, you might have seen his Instagram post right after Stefanski's announcement. It was simple but powerful, just a few photos from that game against Tennessee, with the caption, "Thank you, God." That post resonated with a lot of fans because it showed Sanders' mindset, humble, grateful, and hungry to keep proving himself. But what really stood out was the longer message he shared, which talks about spiritual warfare, perseverance, and trusting in a higher power amid the chaos. That kind of mental toughness is exactly what Browns fans love to see: a young quarterback who's not just talented, but also grounded and resilient. This move by Stefanski also keeps Dillon Gabriel on the bench, showing that Cleveland is making a clear statement about who they see as the future. Gabriel, a third-round pick, has been solid but hasn't quite shown the same level of promise that Sanders has in these early stages. It's a classic case of the team betting on youth, and Browns fans, you know how much that can pay off if given patience and support. Looking ahead, Sanders has a real shot at matching or even surpassing what Deshaun Watson did during his time in Cleveland. Watson managed to start 7 consecutive games just once, a feat that Sanders now has a real chance to achieve. With 4 games remaining in the season, there's plenty of time for Sanders to continue developing and to make a convincing case for himself as the long-term answer under center. If he keeps playing like he did against Tennessee, the Browns could be looking at a new era of quarterback stability, one that's built on youth and athleticism. Of course, the NFL is full of surprises, and nothing is guaranteed in football. But the fact that Cleveland is committing to Sanders in such a definitive way sends a powerful message to the rest of the league. It's a signal that the Browns are serious about building for the future, even if that means taking some risks now. And for the fans, that's incredibly exciting because it means you're witnessing the start of something potentially great. a new chapter in Cleveland football history. Now, I know Browns fans are always eager for updates and analysis, so let's take a moment to reflect on what this means for the upcoming games and what we can expect from Sanders. The team still has 4 games left in this season, and that's plenty of time for him to grow, learn, and prove that he belongs at the top of Cleveland's depth chart for years to come. The offensive line will need to protect him better, and the receivers will have to step up to give him more options downfield. But if he continues to show the poise and talent he's displayed so far, the sky's the limit. This decision also puts some pressure on the rest of the division. The AFC North is already one of the most competitive and physical divisions in the NFL. And with the Browns now firmly backing a young quarterback with a lot of upside, other teams will have to adjust their game plans accordingly. The Ravens, Bengals, and Steelers all know how important quarterback play is, and Cleveland's move signals that they're betting on Sanders to be a difference maker. For Browns fans, it's a thrilling time. Your team is making bold moves, and the future looks brighter than ever. The next few weeks will be critical. Can Sanders continue to develop under the bright lights? Will the team rally around him and elevate their play? These are questions that will be answered on the field, but one thing is for sure. Cleveland is all in on Shedeur Sanders now, and that's a story we're going to be talking about for a long time. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking at the bigger picture, this move could be a turning point for Cleveland's franchise. While the Browns have had their ups and downs over the years, the development of a young quarterback like Sanders could open new doors, a new identity, a new hope. The team has always been about resilience and fighting spirit, and now with a quarterback who embodies those qualities, Cleveland fans have even more reason to believe that brighter days are ahead. Fans are already buzzing on social media, discussing what this means for the upcoming games and how Sanders will handle the pressure of leading a team with Super Bowl aspirations. The coaching staff is clearly trusting him to be the guy, and that kind of confidence can be contagious. If Sanders continues to play with the same passion and poise he showed in Tennessee, the Browns could very well surprise some people in the playoff hunt next season. And let's not forget, this isn't just about 2025. The Browns are laying the groundwork for the future. They're investing in youth, in talent, and in a quarterback who seems ready to step up to the challenge. Browns fans, you've been through a lot, but this kind of move sparks hope, energizes the fan base, and sets a tone that Cleveland is serious about competing at the highest level. The next steps are crucial. The Browns need to protect Sanders better, develop their offensive scheme to suit his strengths, and keep building that chemistry with the receivers. The defense will also need to stay consistent, because winning in the NFL is always a team effort. But if Cleveland stays the course, keeps backing Sanders, and learns from the tough lessons of the season, this could be the start of something special. So, to all the Browns fans out there, keep the faith. Your team has a new leader at quarterback, and he's showing all the signs of becoming a star. The road ahead might be challenging, but with Sanders at the helm and this coaching staff guiding the way, Cleveland's journey back to the top looks more promising than ever. Stay tuned, because the best is yet to come, and I promise you, this story is far from over. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news.